let's see the how to write then output for a 3 variables. Okay. So for 3 variables, now I will consider an example. So f of a comma b comma c is equals to summation of 1 comma 3 5 6. So this is the equation given. Okay. According to this, let's have the two table, and corresponding to that what will be have the K map. Okay. So A, B, C, and the output Y, and this is the row number as corresponding to the decimal numbers of input. So since we have a 3 variables, so that means 8 combinations will be there, that is 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 and 1 1 1. So these are the 8 combinations we have. So according to the equation, okay, we'll get to know that one. This is summation. This indicates what? The output, the corresponding to the decimal number will be generated a logic 1. So that means, so this is 0 1 2 3. Yeah. So this means what actually? That means the corresponding to the row number 1, 3, 5, 6 will go to generate a logic 1. So this is will be logic 1, 3 logic 1, 5 logic 1, and the 6 will be logic 1. So this will going to evaluate, the output will be 1. So remaining will be the 0. So this is the two table according to this equation, right? Now let's map to the K map. Let's write the K map. So 3 variables. So that means will be 8 cells will be there, right? So this is A and this is B and C. So A can take a value 0, 1, and again here B can take a values 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Again, so why we have written like this one, we will going to come to that point in the next. Okay. Next, the corresponding, let's write the cell numbers first. The cell number here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for the functions in the for the input values or for the row values, the 1, 3, 5, 6, the function will go to evaluate a 1. So that means, so for the cell number 1, 3, 5, 6, output will be 1. That means the cell values will be 1. So that means 1, 3, 5, 7, the cell values will be 1. For the remaining cells, that will be a 0. So this is what. So from the two table, directly we can write this one. Okay, or even from the equation also, we can directly write. So this is how we will going to write and construct a two table or construct an K map from the two table or it from the direct equation also. Okay. Now we need, so this is how we will going to done. Now let's see the why we have this is arranged in this format actually. Why we are not written like this 0 0 0 1 written we have, then instead of writing 1 0 here we have written 1 0 is here. Why that one actually? Let's understand that concept now. Now let's see that one why we have taken an arrangement is different actually. So that what? So here 0 0 0 1, instead of writing a 1 0 here we have written here actually. Okay, why that arrangement will be there? Okay, so in the writing an K map means, okay, the each cells, the cell number 0 or 1 or whatever it may be, the each cells there should be a logically adjacent. The physical adjacents of a cell must be a logically adjacent also. Okay, that means the physical adjacent cell must be also a logical adjacent. So what is a logical adjacent means? Okay, so logical adjacent means logical adjacent means differ in only one literal or a variable, we can say. That means the variables or the mean terms variables or the literals of a individual cells that should be differ by the only one variable or a one literal. Then that kind of an relation, that kind of an adjacents are called as an logical adjacents actually. That means, so what are the values of this one, this mean terms here actually for the corresponding to the row 0, that means cell 0, that is here this is equals to A bar, B bar, C bar, right? Okay, cell 0 just corresponding to the A bar, B bar, C bar. Okay, so this is the mean terms. Okay, next what is the corresponding to the cell number 2 for the cell 1, that is equals to A bar, B bar and the C. If you see this one, these two functions or these two mean terms, only one literal or one variable is having a different. See, there A bar, B bar, C bar is there, here A bar, B bar, C. Only one variable is having a transition. Only one variable. See, C bar is there, yes, C is there. That means only one variable is, or one literal is having a transition. There's only one variable is differ. So that means having these two are logically adjacent. So we need to say physically the cells are adjacent means they should be even the logically adjacent. That is the thing we need to consider. To arrange a values here, B bar, C bar or a 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, we need to consider that one actually they should be logically adjacent. That is the conditions in a K-map actually. So what is the logical adjacent? That means, so logical adjacent means only one differ should be there in for the between these two. So if this is what B bar, C bar, this is B bar, C, this is B, C and this is B, C bar. So let's consider only these two also. Okay, see B bar, C bar is there. If you see these two actually only one literal, that is C is having a transition. So C bar to C is there, only one transition is there. That was differ in only one literal. Only one literal is having a transition, so only differs one literal. Assuming that one B bar, C bar is there and B, C is there, means here two variables or two literals having made a transition. There is a two difference will be there. Two variables are very differ actually. B bar is also B bar, here B is there, instead of C bar is C is there. Two variables having a differ. So that's why this is not an adjacent. This is not a physical adjacent even because it is not a logically adjacent. Okay. So always in a K map the cell values should be a physically adjacent. Okay, physical adjacent means the physical adjacent should be a logically adjacent. So logically adjacent means there should be differ only a one literal from the one cell to the another cell. So if you see this one, this cell is corresponding to the B bar, C bar. This cell is corresponding to B bar, C. So this cell corresponds to B bar, C means actually only one variable is having change actually. See, A bar is as it is because 0 complete entire this row is corresponding to A bar only. Okay. So B bar, C bar, here B bar, C is there. So one literal has been changed. So that means one differ is there. So it is logically adjacent. So that means these two cells are logically adjacent. Okay. Next, for the cell 1, the adjacent should be 2. Assume that one if you write normally. So instead of writing a 3 here, if you write a 2, so what will be here actually 2? 2 means what here? 1, 0. If you write a 1, 0 means what is this one actually? This is corresponding to the B, C bar. If you see here actually B bar, C is there and here B, C bar is there. Here both the literals have made a transition. So both the literals having a transition means the differ will be 2. Actually, both are differ actually. When the both literals are differ means these two are not a logically adjacent. These two are, that means here not logically adjacent. That's why we will going to write here it will be the 1 1. If you see 1 1 here actually, so this corresponds to the B C, right? So in the B C, if you compare to the B bar C, only B has made a transition. B bar is changes to the B. That means only 1 liter has been a differ. So thus corresponding, that means what? Here the 3 here will come actually. So since 3 here will be, so 1 and 3 are adjacent. So we can say cell number 1 will adjacent with the 3, logically adjacent. Okay. So that is what the main thing actually. Why we have rearranged it means actually because in a K map we need to have a logically adjacent should be there. Why the logical adjacent should be there means here we actually when we return the values 1 1 what we will going to write here output. Okay. So we will going to make a group actually. Okay, we will go to get to know that one later part. We will going to make a group. The adjacent cells will going to be make a group. Why we need to make a group means we need to remove the redundant literals. Redundant variables need to be removed actually when you need to be simplification process. Assuming that one, we have a function or we have a variable AB bar, ABC bar plus ABC. So this is the equation we have, assuming that one. So how we will going to simplify in a normally in a Boolean theorems actually by seeing these equations, these two, we will get to know this one. AB can be take common, right? If you take AB common, this equals to C bar plus C. So thus means this will be equals to the AB because we know that C bar plus C will be equals to the 1 according to the Boolean theorems or Boolean law. Okay. So then 1 into AB that will going to leads to the AB, right? Now this entire will be converted into the AB, right? So here the redundant bits for C, C bar that will going to be removed actually. Okay. To do this process actually both the cells should be adjacent. We are going to make a group of ones we are going to make. So only one bit is bit difference actually. See here also only one literal has been changed. So both are logically adjacent. So when we have a logical adjacent, we can reduce to the AB. To do this process in a K map, we are going to make the two cells will be adjacents. To make a adjacents actually, that's why we are going to write a 0 0 0 1, then we will go to write a 1 1, then we will going to write a 1 0. That is the thing we need to understand. For the purpose of the logical adjacents, the cells must be, the physically adjacent cells must be a logically adjacent also. So logical adjacents means only one literal has to be changed. Okay. To make that one only, we are going to write as 0 0 0 1 and then 1 0 here and then we will going to write a 1 1 here. So that means corresponds to the row numbers 0 1 3 2. So that's why the jumble pair actually. So instead of writing a 0 1 2 3, here we will going to write a 0 1 2 3. Hope you can understand. Okay. So this is why you will be. So let's even in the for even you have a 2 variables in the row also. If you take a 4 variable, you are able to understand that one in a better way. Okay. So I will take an example for a 4 variable. So if I written a 4 variable K map, so here we are going to write a 0 0 0 1 and then we are going to write a 1 1 then 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. See again here C bar D then C D C D bar. Similarly here A bar B A B and then A B bar. See in this only one literal has been changed. A bar B bar only B has made a transition, so that is A bar B. Only one literal has been changed. When you compare to these two, that means A bar B, there is only one literal has been changed. So A bar B, so A B. So that's why these two are adjacents. So that's why we can say these two are adjacent. And this one and this cell, that is, I will write the cell numbers 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See, so that's why we can say 0 will be adjacent to the 4 and adjacent to 1, but not adjacent to the 3 or a 12, cell 0. Why? Because both this will be not a logical adjacent. These cells are not logical adjacents to the cell 0. So that's why we are going to say only cell number 1 and 4 will be the logical adjacent for comparing to 3 and 12. But cell 0 will be also logical adjacent to the cell number 2 actually. These two are physically adjacent and even the logically adjacent. If you see the physically adjacent means we can't see here actually, right? They are not physically adjacent, you are going to feel. But assuming that one, if you consider in a closed web, okay, if you close this one actually, this is how we have. So if you close like this one actually, this is the cell number 0 and this is cell number 2 that can be physically adjacent actually, okay. Even both are be logically adjacent also, okay. How that one I will going to show now, okay. So that's what. So that's why only one difference will be there. That means both here logical adjacents will be there. So that's why we will go to write in this format 0 0 0 1 1 1. Then we will go to write a 1 0. Okay. So now let's see the which cells will be adjacent to the which cells actually. Here cell 0 will be adjacent to the cell 0 will be adjacent to the cell number 1, cell number 4 and cell number 2. Okay, see. So for the cell number 0 will be adjacent to the cell number 1, cell number 4 and even to the cell number 2 actually. And even it will be adjacent to the even to the cell number 8 also. 2 and 8. Okay. So how that one? Let's see that one. Okay. So what is the literals corresponding to the cell 0? Cell 0 corresponds to A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar, right? 0 0 0 0 that corresponds to the A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar, A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar. Okay. Now let's see the cell number 1. So what is the cell number corresponding to here? A bar, B bar, C bar, D. A bar, B bar, C bar, D. What is the cell number 4? The cell number corresponds to the A bar, B, C bar, D bar. A bar, B, C bar, D bar. Next, cell number 2. What is the cell number 2? A bar, B bar, C, D bar. A bar, B bar, C, D bar. And similarly, what is cell number 8? A, B bar, C bar, D bar. A, B bar, C bar, D bar. Now, if you see this one, this mean terms, within these mean terms, only one variable going to be changed. That means here, see A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar, D is there, only one change. That is corresponding to cell number 1. And similarly, here only, sorry, somewhere I have written here 4 wrong actually. A, B, C bar, D bar. Yeah. C bar, D bar. C bar, D bar, A bar, B. So that means, again, B is only the different. See here only C is the different. Here only the A is the different. Only A is the different. So that's why we can say cell number 0 will be adjacent, physically adjacent, because logical adjacent is there. That's why physically adjacent to the cell numbers 1, 4, 2 and the 8. Similarly, so cell number 1 is adjacent to the, similarly, cell 1 will be adjacent to the cell number 3, cell number 5, cell number 0 and the cell number 9. So that means cell 1 will be adjacent to cells, which are the cells 3, 5 and even the 0, and one more thing is even for the 9. Even for the 9. So these two are again the logically adjacent. If you fold like this, these two will be adjacent. If you fold like this, actually cell number 1 and cell number 2 will be adjacent. If you fold like this, so this is what cell number 0 and cell number 2 will be adjacent. Similarly, cell number 4, cell number 6 are adjacent. Cell number 12, cell number 4s are adjacent. Cell number 8 and cell number 10 are adjacent. Okay. If you fold in this way, that means cell number 0 will adjacent to the cell number 8, cell number 1, 9, 3, 11, 2, 10. So like this we can say. So that's why to make n logically adjacent between one cell to another, so that's why we will go to write here in a different order 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Okay. So this adjacent is more important actually in a K-map. Only the logically adjacents or a physical adjacents will need to be grouped when we need to be simplifications. Okay. When you come to simplification, we are going to understand. So similarly, let's see which are the cells will be adjacent for the 3 variables also. Oh, similarly it can be continue. For the cell number 3, so which are the adjacents? Cell number 2, cell number 7, cell number 1 and even the cell number 11. So these are the adjacents to the cell number 3. As that, you will go continuous. Okay, hope you understood this part. I will take the example for n 2 variables. Okay, so for the 2 variables, sorry, for a 3 variable. Okay, so which are all the cells are adjacent to each other? Let's see. See, so here this is the cell 0, 1, 2, 3. I have written the 3 variable K map. Okay. So if you see here, actually the cell number 0 will be adjacent to the cell 1 and even for the cell 4, and even it will be adjacent to the cell 2. As if you fold like this one actually, so that 0 will be adjacent to the 2 also. Why? Because both are logically adjacent. So that's why we can say these are physically adjacent actually. Okay. So that one, see, you can see A bar, B bar, C. So here A bar, B, C, only one literal have made a transition. So that means 0 will be even adjacent to the 2. Similarly, cell 1 will be adjacent to the cell 3 and the cell 5. Okay. So cell 3 will be adjacent to the cell 2 and for the cell 7. Cell 2 will be adjacent to the again cell number 1 and to the cell number 6. And cell number 4 is adjacent to the cell number 5 and even for the cell number 0. So hope you understood this part actually. Similarly, cell 5 will be adjacent to the cell number 7, 1 and even to the 4. And the 7 will be adjacent to the 6, 5 and the 3. Same way this one actually, which already we have told that one. Cell number 0 will be adjacent to the cell number 1, cell number 4 and even to the cell number 8 and even to the cell number 2 and 8. So this is how it will be the K map and the adjacents concept. Okay. So hope now you understood why we have written here a 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and then 1, 0 just to make a logically adjacent. Okay. Why we need to make logic adjacent? To when we are going to the grouping that one for the simplification purpose. Okay. So this is with respect to the K map. Till now we have understood what is the K map, how to write the K map for the 2 variables, 3 variables and the 4 variables. Okay. Now to understand in a better way, so what we have understood, just apply that one. So by solving the problem. So I have taken 2 problems here. So first one is construct the K map for the function a, b, c equals to summation of 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So another is what? F of a, b, c, d is equals to pi of 0, 1, 3, 10, 14 and the 15. Okay. Let's solve this one. This is another problem. Okay. We'll come to this problem later. So let's answer for the first one. Okay. So let's take this one answer. So for the first problem, so answer for the first one. So we need to construct the K map for the given function. So by indicating that one f of a comma b comma c, we understood that one. So it is an 3 variable function. So 3 variable function means we need to write an matrix K map corresponding to the 8 cells. Okay, so this is how. So which are the variables? A, and B, C. Need not to be always A, B, C. Sometimes they may given in the X, Y, Z also. Okay. So whatever the variables they are given, let's represent that. Okay. A, B, C. So 0, 1. So here 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Okay. Hope now you understood why there is the changes. Okay. Next, the row numbers corresponding to here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, so according to this function, so what is the K map will be there? So wherever the summation of values will be there, in those rows or in those cell values, we are going to write the logic 1. So remaining cells will be having the logic 0. So that means for the cell number 1 is 1, next 2, next 3, next 5, 6 and the 7 will be 1 and remaining the cell 0 and the cell 4 will go to having the zeros. So this is for the first one. So if you consider for the second one, let's construct the K map for this equation. So here we are given as A, B, C, D. That indicates what? We have a 4 variables. So 4 variables means we are going to get a 16 cells. So this is the A, B, C, D. Okay. So let's write the where values 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So the cell values 0, 1, 2, 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and this is 12, 13, 14 and the 15. Okay. So that's why the number is not here actually. Because of the year 1 1 comes, the number will be 12 here actually. So 6 it won't be not will be the 8 here. 6, 7 it won't be 8 actually. Here this will come 8 because that what? Adjacent, logical adjacent. Okay. Now according to this given is a pi is given. The pi means what actually? Max terms. Okay. So that means the whatever the cell values will be there, that will going to evaluate a logic 0. So that means whatever the values will be there in that whatever the problem, so we are going to write a 0. That means for the cell 0 output will be 0, cell 1 0, cell 3 0, cell 10 0 and then cell 14 0 and cell 15 0 and the remaining cells will be logic 1. So this is what will be the K map, construction of a K map. So this completes the first problem. Next, if a K map is given, can we write the equations from the, by looking the K map, can we construct the Boolean equation or a switching equation, canonical expression can we write? Yes, we can write that one. To see that one actually I have taken one problem here actually. So the problem is write the canonical SOP and POS expression for the function represented in the K map. So the function has been represented here actually. So how the function has been written in a K map, that what here actually. Now we need to write the from the K map we need to expression in this way. Okay, even in the sigma notation or the full canonical form, whatever it may be. Okay, here they asked it for the canonical SOP. Let's write the canonical form only. Okay, so I will take the second problem. So this is the function is given in a K map. Okay, so this indicates what? 3 variables. So that is what we can say f of a comma b comma c. Okay, now so since we need to be, we can write a SOP equation or even we can write a POS equation from the K map. Here they have asked a SOP. So first one we need to, let's consider the canonical SOP equation. Okay, so canonical SOP. So canonical SOP I will going to write first one. So canonical SOP means we need to write the expression corresponding to the wherever the output will be 1. Okay, wherever the output will be 1, only the for those cells we need to write the corresponding mean terms we need to be write. So what is the mean term for this cell? So this corresponds to the 0 0 1, 0 0 corresponds to the A bar, B bar, C. So just for understanding purpose, I will go to write here. This corresponds to B bar, C bar, B bar, C, here B, C, here B, C bar. So this is A bar and this is A, right? C. So this is the one. This corresponds to the A bar, B bar, C. A bar, B bar, C. So since SOP, sum of product, okay, then this is some product term. Next sum, what is the next product term? Here. Next mean term is what? This one. So this corresponds to the A bar, B, C. A bar, B, C. Next we have this is the 1 word where the cell number corresponding to the 5. So this is the 1 actually. So this corresponds to the what? A, B bar, C plus A, B bar, C. Next one more mean term is there. So what is this corresponding to the mean term here? A, B, C. A, B, C. So this is what the canonical SOP. Can be even for this one we can be write in a simple notation also, in a sigma notation also. So in sigma notation form is what? Or f of A comma B comma C equals to summation of. So let's write the cell numbers. That will be easy to write the in a summation notation. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means summation of 1, 3, 5, 7. So that will go to give the canonical SOP in a summation form or in a sigma notation. So that is 1, 3, 5, 7. That one. So let's write the similarly canonical POS expression. So there is function of A comma B comma C. Okay, here now we are going to write the wherever the zeros will be there, that we need to be write up here actually. Okay, so for that means so A plus B plus C. So this is 0 here. This corresponds to the. So here when we have a 0, that will be non-complement form. So what we have written here, this for the mean terms actually. Okay. So next is 0 is here. That corresponds to the 0 1 0. 0 1 corresponds to the 0 1 0. That is corresponding to the A plus B bar plus C. Okay. So this is what here. Next term is what? 0 here actually there is 1, that is corresponding to 1 0 0. That means A bar plus B plus C. And next we have a 0 here that corresponds to the 1 1 0. That means A bar plus B bar plus C. So in a pi notation form, it is equals to pi of. So this corresponds to 0 2 4 6. 0 2 4 and 6. So this is how we can construct a canonical SOP or a POS expression from the K-map representation. So this is what will be there. Okay. Now, so till now this is what we have understood the how the K-map we can be write for the different variables and the how to write the equation from the K-map or how to write the K-map from the equation. Okay, that's what we understand. Now we need to simplify. To simplify means we need to group the logical ones actually. So which are adjacent logical ones for to make a mean terms. Okay, to get the minimal SOP expression. Minimal SOP expression means we need to group the logical ones. Okay, so how to do that one? What is the criteria to group that one? Okay, we will go to see in the next class. Okay.